Jermar, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I saw a report that full pads were coming out midweek. So is that today? Are you guys going full pads today?
Yeah, our first day of full pass was today.
Okay, how'd it feel?
I mean, it felt great to be out there. Getting back in shape, and getting back to the groove. It's been great to be out there.
Anything you've learned either about yourself or your teammates in the first 4 or 5 days of camp?
On, I'll say I've learned a lot about competitiveness with our coaches and the players out there. Like today, it was a lot of competition out there between offense and defense. So I feel like we're bringing more energy. I can see more energy this year compared to last year.
I think obviously by most anybody's standards, you had a productive year last season, but I know injuries kept you from putting up the kind of numbers that you knew you were capable of and what we saw from you your freshman year. Where are you at health-wise? How's your body feeling? Just kind of level set with how you're feeling coming into this season.
I mean, I feel good. I've been after practice taking ice tubs and doing extra time with the trainers and Steve and Connor and them. Make sure my body is healthy for the season. So just doing extra stuff after practice.
Did I hear that you changed your diet a little bit?
Yeah, I've been trying to change it by week. I've been trying to change it, but I'm getting better at it. Trying to slow down on fast food, slowing down once a week. Uh, yeah, eat more fish, more breast chicken, stuff like that. More greens. Just trying to change up my diet.
You said that last year, I know obviously despite the injuries, that you felt like you were a much better player than you were the year before, and that the game sort of started to slow down for you. What allowed that to happen, do you think?
I feel like just being a student of the game, learning what type of defensive fronts or coverages. I think that's what basically just made the game slow down a lot more and made it become a lot faster for me. Like make my game become a lot faster for me.
Has the extended time off allowed you to become even more of a film junkie and spend more time in that room?
Yeah, this time off, I've been watching a lot of film by myself. Trying to learn the game of football more. Just learning defenses and offenses and different stuff, and trying to find new things that I can see.
Jamar, what do you think the strength of this offense is going to be?
I think it's overall it's going to come down to the just our overall offense. Really, probably our quarterback, running back, everything. We all have to, come in and play as a group. That's what I think. Yeah.
What have you seen from Tristan Jabia so far?
I've seen a lot of talent. He's very smart. I see him after practice and getting extra film, watching film, Coach Lindgren, doing. He's a great leader on our team. He always keep our practices with high energy. Um, he just tell us to keep our heads up and keep playing. So I think he's going to be good this year.
What's the best advice that you've gotten maybe in the last 6 months that has helped you sort of guide you through this roller coaster since the pandemic hit in March?
Really just keep staying positive. Football, just keep staying positive and just keeping that in my head. Like football is not going to be gone forever. It's like it's going to come back someday. So just being patient.
I look around and you see all the things going on. Global pandemic, less than a month out from the election. And I think it's hard for a lot of people, and I'm sure for student athletes, to sort of focus with all the noise and everything going on. How have your coaches or you and your teammates made space for some of the important conversations, non-football related, that you guys I know want to be having with your team right now?
Like, what do you mean by that? Like outside of football stuff?
Yeah, non-football, social justice. I mean, everything that is at the forefront of everybody's conscious right now. Like, how are you guys sort of internally dealing with it as a team?
Really well. We've been talking about it. Probably like during the whole time it was going on. Probably like once a week, we get in a team meeting to talk about voting and stuff, or trying to do extra stuff outside of football, volunteering for everything outside of college or school and stuff, and just trying to help our community out. And basically just things like that, just volunteering for things.
All right, last thing for me, and then I'll turn it over to the media for for other questions, but CJ Verdell just told us that LaDainian Tomlinson is his favorite running back, and it made me want to ask you, who's your favorite all-time running back and why?
All-time running back, I'll probably say Adrian Peterson. Growing up, I used to watch him all the time. And when I was a kid, I used to watch his highlights every time before a game. I just like how he plays. Like, he plays with that physicality and that toughness he's it's crazy how he's so big and so fast. So I'll try to model my game after him.
Good stuff. All right. Well, appreciate your time. Best of luck this season and stay healthy. And I'll turn it over to Jesse for more questions from the media.
Thank you.
We'll go to Q&A with the media now. As a reminder, if you have a question, please use the raise hand function to get into the queue. And to lead it off will be Nick Krupke of KPTV.
Hey man, thanks for doing it. If you guys didn't maybe take football for granted before, you can grind through camp and go like, man, another practice, another workout. How much are you really embracing the time that you guys are finally back out there together as brothers and going through this thing and trying to stay healthy through the full season?
It's great to be back. It's great to be back. All that time off made me feel how much I miss football, how much I love it. So it's great to be back on the field and getting back into the groove and, getting ready for the first game on November 7th.
Practice is one thing. So how much is it a mental game to prepare yourself to play without having that extra juice with no fans in the stands this season for Pac-12 teams? So what's the key to getting through that mental breakthrough to kind of self-motivate?
You kind of really have to have that inside of you, that self-motivation, to go out and help your team win and grind and give it your all every play. Really just have to have that in you and have your teammates around you keep up that energy throughout the whole game, because it can get a little down with no fans.
Okay, our next question will come from the Oregonians' Joe Freeman.
It's great to be back. It's great to be back. It's great to.
Jermar, what does a successful season look like to you?
I would say, winning all our games, obviously winning all our games and just coming together as a team and doing it all together as one.
What about for you personally?
A good season?
Yeah.
I'll probably say getting more carries out the backfield, getting more receiving catches, and seeing what I can do in the open field. That's what I say.
Okay. Earlier today, Brian mentioned a lot of the inexperience you guys have on offense this year, losing so many guys from last year. You're one of the exceptions, obviously. How does this change maybe your role on the offense and how you might evolve in that regard?
It changed the role a lot. I remember coming here, I was a freshman on little and being 18, but now it went by so fast. I'm like one of the veterans now here. And I talk to my coaches all the time about it, how everything just came and like went fast. And I realized I know I have to be a leader on the team. Like, I'm one of the vets on the team. And I'm not one of the younger dudes anymore. So I'm just try to take that leadership role this year. That's what I've been trying to do.
What does that look like? What does a leader look like?
I'm saying like, pep talking your teammates. Make sure the energy is high in practice. Getting together, calling meetings with your position group or team or the team, things like that.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Okay, our next question will come from Kelsey Khaleesi of Cronkite PBS.
Hey, thank you so much for your time. As a self-proclaimed film junkie, with the crazy year that we're having, you've actually got an opportunity to be a viewer on College Football Saturday and gotten a chance to watch teams you could potentially see later on this season. What's that been like to watch? Have you noticed anything? Have you learned anything? Do you like it, or are you wishing you could be on the field right now?
Watching college football on Saturdays kind of hurts me. a little bit, but it's, it helps me a lot with learning the game of football. It's sitting down and seeing football at home can help your game on the field when you're playing on Saturdays. You can learn stuff from other running backs or learn stuff from other offenses. So it's pretty about in between. It's good, but it's bad.
So if you were getting to decide next year's schedule, COVID goes away, everything's fine, would you pick to start all at the same time, or would you pick to go later so you get that chance to watch?
I would pick to play in next fall coming up. I would pick to play next fall coming up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, as a reminder, any media that have questions, please use the raise hand function to get into the queue. And we will go back to Joe Freeman.
You had so much time that you didn't expect to work on anything you wanted to, game or otherwise, with the delay. How did you occupy your time? How have you been occupying your time over the last few weeks or even months, not, with the uncertainty of the season and everything?
I've been just staying positive and keep thinking that there was going to be a football, which there is. And I've just been preparing like it's going to be a football season, watching film, still working out, going to optional workouts, just doing extra things, doing extra things and stuff that make me better and make our team better.
Okay, and our next question will come from Rusty Simmons, San Francisco Chronicle.
Hey, Jermar, you were talking about finding extra motivation, inside motivation with no fans in attendance. What would it mean to you if family, friends were allowed into stadiums, if local and state officials allowed that?
I mean, it would mean a lot to me to have my parents come and watch me play and watch our team play. But I guess, we can do whatever to stay safe and, keep our season going. But I really can't talk. I don't know. But I would love to have my family come, but I don't know.
How do you think you and most of your teammates are kind of handling that dynamic that you talk about, that you want to do everything to make sure everything's safe, but you also, of course, want your family and friends there?
I think we're doing a great job on, our facility is they have a strict rules on COVID, COVID stuff. Yeah, we are very strict with our rules and safety rules when it comes to COVID. So I think, I feel like we could be safe, but it's not, it doesn't come down to us, but I would love to have my family come to the games.
And we'll go back to Joe Freeman from the Oregonian.
Hey, Jermar, so much made about last season and your lack of health. How would you describe your health now, and what will you do moving forward to ensure you remain healthy?
I've been feeling really good this year. I feel a lot quicker, a lot faster. I've gained weight since last year. Stuff I've been doing to help me keep me safe, and I'm healthy is getting extra stretching at home, stretch every night before I go to sleep. Cold tubs help a lot. Spending extra time with the trainers downstairs, and I just bought my own massage gun about a week ago. Just sitting there, I could just massage my muscles or anything that's in pain. So that's one thing I've been doing, keep me safe.